communicating our caseloads and our hospitalizations to the President, to the White House, to the RNC, and the President Trump made the right decision yesterday, as we knew he would, in the best interest of the health of the people of Jacksonville.
America is listening to Fox News.
Now, here's your Storm Team 10 forecast.
Cloud cover gradually decreases Friday night as temperatures drop to mid and upper 60s, with some areas of patchy fog. Saturday is the stick of the weekend, but also a hot and humid day. Temperatures reaching the upper 80s with a mostly sunny sky, and we may follow it with the start of a heat wave on Sunday. Mostly sunny through the day, but highs will again reach the low 90s. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Anthony McCarty on News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM.
This report is sponsored by Yarmouth Chamber of Commerce.
News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM. Traffic.
95 south on the lakes approaching Route 37. You're backed up past Route 10. 95 north slow after the highway up to the state offices exit. Southbound also slow near Branch Avenue down towards Atwells Avenue. 6-second decker inbound backed up past Dean Street. 146 on the 95. 195 westbound on your brakes right at the 95 split. 295 clear near Route 6 and Route 37. With your Southern New England traffic, I'm Jim Stearns.
Welcome back to Yarmouth Cape Cod. Enjoy family-friendly activities, beautiful beaches, delicious places to dine, and fabulous spots to shop and stay. Plan your getaway at YarmouthCapeCod.com. Big summer fun at Yarmouth.
Okay, world, I'm ready. Set it.
More wine, madam?
Oh, yeah, just keep it coming. And this. Hello, son. Long time no see. And finally, this.
That'll be one dime down. And here's your new Route 6 Kia.
Sweet. It's still a crime to pay more than a sign.
your conversations with the president, the 3 conversations in which you told him that he was not under investigation. The first was during your January 6th meeting, according to your testimony, in which it appears that you actually volunteered that assurance. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Did you limit that statement to counterintelligence investigations, or were you talking about any kind of FBI investigation?
I didn't use the term counterintelligence. I was speaking to him and briefing him about some salacious and unverified material.
So if I can back up just for a minute and kind of reset this thing. As everyone will remember, the FBI was investigating the Russians and the fact that the Russians might have been inappropriately intertwined with or coordinating with the Trump campaign. We investigated Mr. Flynn because he had very significant, well-known, high-level contacts within the Russian government. By the end of December, we hadn't found very much new until, of course, we stumbled across absolutely uncontrovertible evidence that Mr. Flynn was having surreptitious contacts with the Russian government through the local ambassador, Sergei Kislyak. Very simply, he was interviewed about those contacts. He was given an opportunity to explain why he was talking to the Russians. He lied during that interview. That's to be admitted to.
There is a suggestion out there, largely in the conservative media, there's some admission that the FBI was trying to set up Michael Flynn.
Conservative media has been obsessed with finding some indication of a setup since this all started, several years ago. The simple fact is this absolutely did not happen, and I think that those notes, if in fact they are Bill Priest's, are indicative of that. The team got together and discussed the strategy. How do we approach this interview? What sorts of things should we be thinking about? I think those notes reflect one person's internal deliberations across the range of options that might take place. We strategize about interviews every day. When we sit down with a terrorist, we think about will they admit to the crimes that we think they have committed, or will they lie about their known associations? If they lie, will that give us something else, additional leverage that we can apply in our investigation? That's exactly what happened. But I would point out that General Flynn was not targeted. He was properly investigated in a well-predicated case, a case's validity has been proven not just by those of us who were involved, but later by the Mueller investigation, and after that by the Inspector General's investigation. He was investigated because we had reason to believe he presented a threat to national security. I still think that those things are worthy of investigation. Apparently the president does not.
That was Andrew McCabe. Prior to that, it was Jim Comey. Both lying through their teeth. By the way, as we now knew for a while now through the Inspector General's referrals against both of them for lying. The reason that Manafort and Roger Stone and, General Flynn and Papadopoulos, even Michael Cohen, these are the charges. And, you have in the case of Comey, we now know that what they did in August of 2016 is they sent in a Crossfire Hurricane FBI agent for the sole purpose of looking into Trump and Russia. August of 2016, James Comey lied. McCabe lied. What McCabe said about Flynn, also a lie. They didn't think he lied. We know that's true now. And then you have Comey, Mr. Higher Honor himself, lying again. Well, first it's, no, he was not under investigation. He lied to Senator Susan Collins. Then he lied to Trump when he said the dossier is salacious and unverified, but we knew months earlier that he, in fact, signed the FISA warrant, as McCabe said, without which the dossier, there wouldn't have been a warrant. Liars. Where is justice? Greg Jarrett wrote 2 number 1 best-selling books, Witch Hunt and Russia